No.
Yes. Yes. Already.
I will call the regular meeting of the Everman City Council to order. It is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024, and the time is
Yes.
6:31. Everybody,
Yes.
please rise for a moment of
Already.
silence while I do a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, and justice for all. Okay, first item on the agenda is consent agenda. I'm going to split these up. Item A is minutes from the November 7th, 2023 regular council meeting, December 5th, 2023 regular council meeting, and December 19th, 2023 regular council meeting. I'll entertain a motion.
I move we approve the consent agenda for minutes as read. Aye.
We get a second?
Oh, second.
Okay. Okay, motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Seeing none, would you poll the council?
Place one,
Aye.
place two, place three, place four,
Aye.
place five,
Aye.
place six.
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye. Next item is item B, financials, September 2023, October 2023, November 2023, and December 2023.
On this one, I'd recommend moving that down to consideration and action.
What now?
On this one, I'd recommend moving it down to consideration and action so we can discuss it.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah, we'll just move it down to consideration and
Okay.
possible action and come back
Okay,
to
we'll
it.
just move that down then.
Yep.
Okay. So next item, item 5, presentations. Item A, swearing in and badge pinning ceremony for police officers Tara Culpepper and Jared Burson.
Make sure I get these in the right order. All right. Good evening, Mayor and Council. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Officers Tara Culpepper and Officer Jared Burson. Officer Culpepper comes to us with 14 years of experience. She has served in a variety of capacities, including patrol sergeant, FTO coordinator, grant writer, corporal, a whole host of experiences over her career. So she is currently serving in our school resource division and is just completed field training already in that program and is assigned to our Townley Elementary campus. So we're very glad to have her on board with us. Officer Burson has been a police officer for 3 weeks. No, I'm just kidding. He just graduated from the Weatherford Police Academy, so we are his first agency of choice. We were able to recruit him directly out of the academy. So this is his first career or first job in law enforcement. We're very lucky to have him here. He's pretty excited, pretty driven. I think he's liking it so far. Okay, good. So we're happy to bring them both on board with us here tonight. So we're going to swear them in. So if you two would just stand right here for me. I'll stand on this side. If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute
faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the office
of City of Everman Police Officer
police officer
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend
protect
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. All right, so I'm going to give this to you. Sculptor, I'm going to give this to you. Let me snap a quick, oh, where'd she go? Let me snap a quick picture with you guys. Perfect. And then real quick, remind me the names, Wyatt and
Leo.
Leah
Yes, sir.
Pappas, right?
Pappas.
Pappas. Wyatt and Leah Pappas. Y'all want to come on up? Come here. I'm going to hold on to this. And so this is your little brother and sister, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Who's doing the honors? When did he last make you mad? Okay, you're just gonna pin it right through there. Make sure to push real hard. You can come up and get pictures if you like. All right, perfect.
Next item, item B, under presentations, administer of oath of office to lead animal control officer Raymond Rentschler.
Come on up, Ray.
I just knew I was gonna butcher it.
I don't know how we got lucky enough to be able to hire Ray, but Ray comes to us with several years of experience in animal control services. Not only is he well experienced in the management of shelters and the management of animal control services, he's an instructor. And he's traveled all over the place teaching animal control officers all over the state and even country, correct? He's had the experience of working in the city of Arlington, city of Weatherford. He's got a vast amount of knowledge, and we're very lucky to have him here with us and to be able to join our team. I look forward to what he can bring to not only mentor our younger animal control employees, but to also help foster what we're trying to do and what we're trying to grow within our animal control division. So very lucky to have him on board. Raymond, you want to raise your right hand, repeat after me? I state your name,
I, Ray Rentschler,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that I will faithfully execute
execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City of Everman, Animal Control Officer of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution
of the United States
the States
and of this state. So help me God. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're welcome. You want to say anything? He's really good behind the camera too, which I really love, but
I just want to say I'm really excited to be here. I'm enjoying the city. I think the thing that I'm enjoying the most are the people. I'm excited about how I've been treated, and everybody's been very nice and cordial, and I'm getting to know the residents a little bit, and I'm excited to get to know them more, and the team that we're working with. Chief said we have a lot of younger people, but I see a lot of potential. I think they're going to be really good.
Well, coming from a big city or working in a big city, there's a lot to be said about a small town or small city. So
Yes, and yeah, I'm kind of excited to learn more about the small city. I grew up in a town of 1,500 people, so I grew up in a really small town. So I enjoy small town living. So I'm excited about being in a small town too.
hopefully you can stick around.
Well, thank
Thank you.
Next item, item C, presentation of new school resource officer vehicle.
So I was hoping Officer Sneed was gonna be able to be here tonight, but unfortunately she couldn't be here. But we did, commit some grand theft auto and steal her car from her. So we do have her vehicle here for you tonight. Officer Sneed serves in our school resource division. She has done an incredible job as a school resource officer over the past few years. Just really going above and beyond and doing more than just engaging as a police officer, but really engaging in the lives of the youth on our campuses. So much so that many of the students have asked her to attend her basketball games, have sought out personal and professional advice from her, and she's just been a true mentor to them. So when we started doing this, gosh, 8, 9 months ago, started evaluating how we could potentially recognize her while continuing to build on that connection, is when we came up with the idea of doing a police car that kind of reflected her ability to be able to connect with the youth and also served as a tool that kids would find as an opportunity to engage with her, something that kids would find cool and want to walk up and talk to her. And so we think we achieved that. We have a brand new Dodge Charger out here that is wrapped with logos from the school district. It is a beautiful car. She's already had several opportunities to engage with many of the youth who have loved it. It's parked right out here in front. So if council would like to take a brief minute, because I know it's very cold outside, but if you want to take a brief minute to check out the vehicle in person, we'd love to do that.
Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute recess.
Okay.
Go see the vehicles.
Sounds good. a question that was posed while we were outside that probably we need to address as a whole council. One was cost. So the cost of the vehicle is actually lesser than the Tahoes that we previously drove. And that's primarily because of the type of vehicle. The Chargers obviously cost us significantly less. Also, every police vehicle we have gets a wrap on it. Every vehicle has to be decaled. So there's actually, this vehicle is actually lesser expensive than the previous vehicle that she was driving as a Tahoe. So it has no negative financial impact. And again, it's a great tool. We've had many compliments on it and several comments on it where people have just been baffled by it. And that's kind of the goal of the car. We want kids to feel that way and hopefully start a conversation with a police officer to bridge that gap. So.
All right, so next item is citizens' comments. Do you have
We
anything?
do have Johnny Allen that wanted to make a comment.
Citizens comment. I live in English Isles, and there have been quite a few auto thefts in our area within the last 3 months. And I'd like to know if the police department would start doing more monitoring, drive-bys. I don't know how many they do in the evening, but it's definitely at night. Because they've been, I mean, literally smashing in the cars and stealing property. And like I said, that's been, I believe there were 2 last month and one before Thanksgiving, and these are the ones that I know of. So if they could probably patrol our area a bit more. Also, on the Columbine wells, they release water out of the Columbine well every day. And sometimes it's the whole night. And I'm trying, my area would like to know how much longer, is there gonna be a regular thing, or is there a set date that they're gonna quit doing that? So if maybe you could let the residents know, give them an update on this, because this is an everyday thing, and it's just not going a couple of houses. It goes a couple of blocks. And so, like I said, the residents would like to know how much longer this is gonna be going on, because it's been going on since August. And the most recent was last week. That's it. Thank you.
Any other citizens' comments? The next item's discussion items. Item A, staff report, Winter Storm Jerry.
So Winter Storm Jerry was the most recent freeze. The freeze we're still in, by the way. This was added on the agenda as a potential discussion item so that we could catch you up on any events that may have occurred over the weekend. I'm happy to report, up until about 2 minutes ago, that we were not aware of any incidents related to the weather, including any infrastructure incidents. I was just alerted 2 minutes ago that there may be a potential water leak that we're going to investigate. We've already got crews going over there to take a look at it. So we will work on that. But fortunately, I think all the measures that we have taken since Winter Storm Uri have proven to be successful. Obviously, we've worked pretty hard on making sure that our water systems and water supply and utilities were resilient to hold back any extreme temperatures like what we've experienced over the last several days. Anytime that we get freezing temperatures that last more than 48 hours, it becomes a pretty significant concern for our utilities and especially water. So to this point, we haven't had any incidents reported as a result of that. Everything has turned out pretty good. So we've been satisfied with all.
The, any comments or questions? Okay, next item, staff report, capital improvement plan update.
So the capital improvement plan was last reviewed and approved in 2020. We are working on the update of that since we are in a budget off season. We are currently working with the Planning and Zoning Commission with the first meeting scheduled for this Thursday, where the Planning and Zoning Commission will hear an update from staff regarding the capital improvement plan, what projects we've been able to complete, and what additional projects that may have been that may have come to light outside of the capital improvement plan that may have been obtained through a grant, like the National Fitness Court, the National Fitness Campaign Fitness Court, or the Noel Angel Alvarez Playground. So we're going to review all the projects that have been completed over the last few years. We're going to host a public input piece associated with that. We desperately want the public's input. This is where public input really matters, and where folks can come and share what they want to see in their community so that we can put it in the plan for future budgeting purposes. When we do budget, we utilize the capital improvement plan as one of our primary budgeting tools to identify what projects we need to put into the budget each year, what we can put into the budget. So the capital improvement plan is really the meat and potatoes of our budget. It's important to get that citizen feedback and citizen input on what people want to see in their community. So we are hoping to have a pretty good turnout and to hear. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about streets, but we want to hear which streets are of most concern, and then any other project ideas as well that our citizens would like to see. We have been campaigning this through social media, and we also have a CTY going out tomorrow to remind everybody as well. So hopefully we can drum up some good citizen participation in this. This will not be the only opportunity for citizens to give their input on the plan. The plan will have a public hearing prior to the Planning and Zoning Commission making a final recommendation, and then council will also host a public hearing before making the final adoption of the capital improvement plan. So 2 more opportunities after this for citizens to be able to voice their opinions or desires in the plan.
What time Thursday?
Thursday at 6:30, right here. Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions or comments? Next item, item C, staff report, City of Everman annual report.
We are directors have been working on getting their annual reports into me so we can compile the city annual report for publishing. I hope to have that done by the second meeting in February to present to you. If council has any desire of wanting to make sure that we highlight something in that report, feel free to send that to me directly, and I'll make sure that it is included in the report. This report is an overview of all the city departments and all of our achievements and what we've accomplished over the past year. It includes police stats, crime stats, fire response stats, public works stats, dispatching statistics. I mean, everything across the board that you can think of, we really try to highlight. The report is typically about 50 pages, but it's a true opportunity to highlight for all the citizens a summary of the year and what we've been able to accomplish.
Any questions or comments? Okay, next item, staff report, City of Everman annual employee gala.
Just a reminder to the council that we have the gala this Saturday. I believe it's at 6 p.m. Yes, it is at 6 p.m. here at the Civic Center. I did receive several RSVPs, but it's not too late. If anybody didn't get a chance to RSVP and wants to come, by all means, we've got plenty of room. We'd be glad to have you.
Questions? Okay. Item 8, consideration of possible action. We're going to go back to financials for September 2023, November 2023, and December. Wait, September 2023, October 2023, November 2023, and December 2023.
So before you entertain a motion on this, Mayor, 2 things on this. One, it is abnormal for us to have 4 financial reports on one agenda. If you recall, just as a reminder, September and October were on a previous agenda that were tabled. So that's why those 2 are combined here. We did not have our full second meeting in December. So therefore November couldn't be approved, and we are now into where we would normally approve the December financials. So that is the reason why you see 4 financial reports on here. Also, in reviewing city council meetings, the city attorney wanted me to advise, she was hoping she could be here tonight, but she can't, but she did want me to advise that council is not moving to approve financial reports when doing these, only moving to accept financial reports because it's a factual statement, a financial instrument. It's not something that council has the ability to change. Certainly question anything on there if you like, but you're not approving a financial report, you're accepting a financial report. So she just wants to make sure that language is appropriate going forward and that all you're doing is approving to accept the report.
And from this point forward, when we have both of them on here, I'm going to separate them just because we're approving one set and the other set we're accepting. So we'll start doing them individually.
Yes.
So I will entertain a motion.
We accept
Yes, ma'am.
September, October, November, and December financial reports as discussed.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Poll the council.
Place one,
Aye.
place two, place three,
Aye.
place four,
Aye.
place five,
Aye.
place six.
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Next item is resolution number 2024-01-01, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Everman, Texas, authorizing execution by the city manager of a proposal and cost schedule as an addendum to the city's existing managed services agreement with Net Genius, Inc. in an amount not to exceed $65,447.99 for the emergency replacement of a dispatch server and related and necessary software and providing an effective date. So I will entertain a motion.
I move we accept resolution 2024-01-01 as read. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes. Aren't we getting two, sir?
Yes, ma'am. This quote and proposal here is for 2 servers. So, there is some background information in here, but we currently have 1 server inside of dispatch that backs up to another server. These servers will actually mirror each other, giving us a backup server essentially. The other one that just backs up, it requires anytime it goes down for IT technicians to come in and make hard changes in the hardware for us to operate off that backup server. These 2 mirroring each other will actually act as one, making sure that we don't ever go down, just improving resilience.
But the writing says replacement of a dispatch server, and it doesn't say anything about and adding a second. I know it says necessary software, but it doesn't say anything about adding a second. I was just questioning the singular in the write-up, but we're actually getting 2.
No, it's 2 replacements.
How old were the ones that we're replacing?
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I'm sorry, Miss Allen. Let me see.
Places one, but also getting a second.
So, Ms. Mackey, I would recommend, you made the motion on this, is that correct? So I would recommend amending the motion, and amending the resolution for the replacement of dispatch servers. We're still not gonna go over the dollar amount. So if you want to change that from singular to plural, that should cover us.
So, how do I say that?
You move to amend.
Okay.
Yep.
I move to amend resolution 2024-01-01 to include servers plural.
That's perfect. And then just a second, Mayor, if you could.
Motion been made. We have a second?
Second.
Okay,
Okay.
motion been made and seconded.
And then to Miss Allen's question, so these 2 servers, so we actually currently we're operating off of 3 total servers. We will consolidate everything into these 2 servers. The police department crimes cat server was installed in 2015, so it is almost 10 years old. The 2 fire department dispatch servers that we're currently operating with are operating on Windows 2007. So it is significantly older than that. The reason why we're bringing this to you under such urgency is because the 2 fire dispatch servers have experienced multiple crashes here in the last couple of weeks that have caused dispatchers to not be able to process call taking appropriately. And they've had to rely on their backup systems that are, well, essentially it's pen and paper in order to get the systems back up and running. It's just not a good way of operating. They have needed to be upgraded for quite some time. We do have, if you look at the most recent financial report from December of 2023, because I know this next question is probably coming. We do have, if you recall, when we did the consolidation of dispatch, we created a fire dispatch investment fund, a capital improvement fund, to address issues just like this. A server change or new servers is the most expensive hardware system that we have. And so currently in our fire dispatch investment fund, As of December, we have $74,092.47. So we do have the funds available in the investment fund without having to make a change in the general fund.
Okay, so that's gonna replace both of them, pay for both of them.
Yes, ma'am. This will pay for both of them and replace our old police department server as well. So we're getting a pretty good bang for our buck on this.
How long will it take them to replace them?
I'm hoping a week. I'm hoping. They're waiting on us to give the final sign off and approval. However, this exceeds my limit as city manager to be able to approve. So I have not approved it until council has had an opportunity to review it. So once you guys approve this, we will get them to sign the quote and we're hoping to get it in pretty quickly. We need it.
Any other questions? Poll the council.
Place one,
Aye.
place two, place three, place four, place five, place six. Mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Let me add just one more thing too for just citizen comfort. This is not negatively impacting. We do have backup systems in place that are not the most ideal for our operators, but this will not impact response times from fire department. It does not delay any emergency services and it does not cancel anything out. We do have backup systems, so I just want to make sure we're clear there that there's no risk of fire department not being able to respond because of these server issues right now.
Okay, next item, item B, ordinance number 805. An ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Everman, Texas, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 2, Council, by amending Section 2-21, Meetings, subsection A, providing for the repeal of of all ordinances in providing a severability clause, providing a savings clause, and providing an effective date. I was hoping we could discuss this first, but
We need to discuss.
Well, we need to entertain a motion. You can always vote the motion down if council chooses not to do anything with it. But because it is an action item, we need to accept a motion
I
before.
will entertain a motion. Anybody?
You can even move to deny it if you'd like, but we have to entertain a motion or the item is dead and we cannot discuss.
I move we deny ordinance number 805 as read.
Second.
Well,
We're just doing what
can we discuss it if we deny it?
Well, the motion's made, so now council can deliberate on what this is and how to want, and then
Okay.
we'll take a vote whether to deny or not.
All
If
right.
that vote fails, then Mayor, you can entertain another motion to pass it if council is so attuned to do that and still pass it. It just because that's a motion on the table doesn't mean it's a dead item.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. So now it's open for discussion.
Yes.
This kind of throws me a little bit because when we hired on with this company, they knew when we met, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're basically, you're asking to change it to accommodate their schedule, right?
So this was a option that she provided. It was staff recommendation to bring it to you. We can continue, their services will not be hindered if council chooses not to change meeting nights. Their services will still remain. What we've had to do is because she, our primary city attorney, Victoria, has got previous engagements with other cities, we've always had an assistant city attorney that's been here. The downside to having an assistant city attorney who's been here is that, and they've all been great, so I'm not talking poorly about them, but they don't necessarily have the institutional knowledge, nor are they as invested as Victoria is. I know that council has not had the opportunity to work with Victoria much directly, but I can tell you that staff across the board, every single director, has been absolutely over the moon about her performance and how invested she is in the city and really wanting to do things. So our recommendation was we can consider potentially moving our meeting nights so that she herself could be here because she has just proven to be that much of an asset to the city. Again, council can choose. You can choose however you want to do it. We could do it on the first, well, please don't do it on Sundays, but we can do it whenever you would like. And we don't have to change a thing. It would just be our recommendation from staff to have her here because she really has done some incredible things for us. So that's all.
She's fixed a lot of things that our previous attorneys.
You can
Did I
say that,
say
yes,
that?
sir. Yes.
She's fixed a lot of problems we've had with things that our previous attorneys did, so.
And that's cool. And we pay her to do that. But I guess the statement is, why do we have to change when we do our, I mean, I understand why, but it's like, it's dumped on us, we're gonna vote on it. And it feels like, we keep changing the way we do stuff to accommodate something else.
Sure.
And it's like, can we not do that? I mean, yeah, I may be the only one that thinks this.
No, I agree.
It's just,
I just think it'd be nice to have her here
absolutely.
instead of one of the lower level attorneys.
But if she's as good as you say she is.
We knew it was known when we had our meetings from the beginning. If that was a problem, it should have been addressed to us.
Well, and I don't think staff was as comfortable either when we initially entered into this agreement. We didn't know the performance we were gonna get.
We still don't.
But
because we don't.
yeah, I know you guys don't have the opportunity of working with her, but I through experience of working with her, we have truly become very attuned to how she operates and she is really invested. She's not just another attorney who picks up the phone, answers a quick legal question, hangs up the phone and doesn't care. She has called me on vacation. She has gotten me things overnight. I mean, she is very prompt, very professional. She has impressed me throughout this time. Completely understand, and we can continue to operate. We don't have to change our professional services agreement. There's no risk of changing who our city attorney is. Again, our preference would be, staff's preference would be, if you had the opportunity to work with her, we feel that you would be the same. You would feel the same. And that, the second, she has said the second and fourth Tuesday she is available to be here.
Why would they
That's,
ask us to move?
Well, according to her, 75% of their councils hold their meetings on the first and third Tuesday.
first and thirds tend to be the most popular for whatever reason, and that's where we're just running into a conflict.
Can she not split her time between one city?
Can she? Yes, I'm sure she could, but we would still have an assistant city attorney here on occasion, so probably more often than not.
Well, I know she's good and she does wonderful things for the directors that are during the workday when y'all are together and she does her thing. So we've had the assistant attorneys here with us and they've been able to give us whatever guidance. It's rare that they've had to say, well, let me check on it because since we've had the court, they've been on the ball. They've had good answers. Yeah, they could check. They were pretty sure this was the response they were gonna find. So I'm taking that out. I'm comfortable with using, and this is just me, I'm comfortable with using the assistants that she has come out to our meetings. Because if there's a question, they will go back to her. And I just feel like we don't have to change everything just to have her here at a meeting, when so far her assistants have been doing quite well. That's just personal, nothing against Victoria or anybody.
Well, we're on, what, number 3 or number 4?
Yeah,
For the
we've been through 3 assistants, yes.
What are we paying the assistant and how much are we paying the attorney? Could we just get another?
I don't
attorney
have the
out there?
professional services agreement in front of me, but it is the same rate either way. We're paying for the same rate.
But we're paying for the assistant and we're also paying,
So yes, at times, if the assistant leaves here and needs to consult with the primary attorney over something, then yes, we may have to pay 2 attorney fees. We're paying for 2 attorneys on 1 issue. Now, it hasn't become a budget issue, but I mean, it would save money by doing it, by removing the assistant, yes.
When we had to have that happen, and that hasn't happened.
It has happened, but not a whole, I can't give you, I don't have the research in front of me, but yeah, I can tell you it has happened. Particularly on some executive session items, it has happened, so.
So we were talking about the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday of every month.
Currently, we meet on the first Tuesday and third Tuesday. She is available the second Tuesday and the fourth Tuesday. She's also available by phone right now, so if I need to call her and check other availability, if council wanted to consider another day of the week, we could do that. Whatever you choose to do. That's why the ordinance that is in here is, has some blanks for you to fill in. Just tell me what days you would like to meet, or we can deny the ordinance altogether.
I know there's times when we have issues like New Year's, 4th of July, where we can't have our meetings. But, you know, just because we have something else going on, this might help alleviate that. Might work a little bit better with our schedules. I mean, it's up to council. I would still like, I would love for Victoria to be here myself. So that's my preference is, you know, she's the law, you know, but she'll let us know right then. So,
And usually consistency.
yeah, but
Knowledge.
yeah, a lot of times you see them on their phone or on their computer trying to hurry up and look something up but
Kind of, it falls back on whether they're doing their job or not. Basically, assistant or even her. So, you know, I don't see why we need to change anything at this.
Agreed.
But that's.
Okay, so we vote, the motion was to deny it. So how do we say our answer?
A yay would be for denial.
Yay-
A nay
yes.
would be to deny the motion,
Not the deny.
to deny the denial. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so, yes. Geez.
do we have any other comments?
Can you repeat that again, Craig?
If you vote aye, if you vote yes, then you are voting to deny the ordinance. In other words, you're voting that you don't want this to pass. If you vote no, you're voting down the motion, which if the motion gets voted down, the mayor would have to entertain another motion, and if no motion is made following that, then the item is dead.
Any other discussion? So we have a motion and second on the table. Would you poll the council?
Place 1,
Yes.
place 2. Place 3. Place 4,
Yes.
place 5,
Yes.
place 6,
Nay.
mayor,
No.
motion carried.
Motion carried. All right.
Next item is executive session. We have none. City manager's report.
I don't have anything tonight. For a change, I don't have anything for you.
Next item, mayor's report. Went to Hughley for the ribbon cutting the other day for the new emergency center, with the ICU and the ER, and it is incredible. They're gonna move everything over on the 24th. They're gonna start moving everything over to the new area. So, they're actually, maybe they're gonna get rid of that reputation they have, and they're put $75 million into this building, and it's just immaculate. So, met a lot of people, and I've got like a niece that's a doctor in ER over there. I got to see her. Hadn't seen her in a while, but that, and then the wheelchair swing. We've been talking to a foundation about a wheelchair swing over here at the Noel Park or playground, and meeting got moved back a little bit. We were supposed to meet today, but I think because of the cold weather and stuff, they canceled the meeting. But they have all the numbers they need. They were tweaking them, and they're supposed to vote on it tomorrow at their meeting. So hopefully we'll get confirmation tomorrow whether we get the swing or not. So it's a very expensive piece of equipment. So, but I know they were really wanting to be part of this playground. So hopefully we get it. So, I guess that is all I have. So I will call the meeting adjourned. The time is 7:17.